What is up, guys? It is your boy Dominic from MDP Auto, and it has been a while. As you guys can see, we're in a new place. This is the new Guid 2.0. We're going to be giving you guys a big major update. It's almost there. We can't wait to show you guys the final version. Amazing. But as you guys can see, we've just been itching to try to get back in here. So we're just doing like little projects. I got the X3 here, the $200 X3. We are doing rear wheel speed sensors. I've been fighting the trifecta lights for... it's been months now. It's been absurd. Threw a new ABS pump into it with the module, new servo motor, did a new servo motor harness, did all this stuff, wheel speed sensors all around, changed everything, and I still got the trifecta lights. Can't figure it out. First thing I did swap in the beginning when it first happened was the rear wheel speed sensors. They weren't the best of quality, so I'm going to just take a step back. I already spent so much money on new ABS modules and everything else. We're going to take a step back. I'm going to buy some proper ones. I bought some GST from Germany, wheel speed sensors. I'm going to throw those in the back here and hoping to God that that is what the issue was and that it was just shitty sensors in the rear that didn't fix the issue. So let's throw these rear wheel speed sensors in. I already did the driver's side because that was just real quick. I just wanted to double check everything, and we'll do the right side, passenger side. So this is probably nothing new to you guys, so we're obviously just gonna jack up the right rear. Ooh, what the fuck is going on here? The grease getting slung around. That's weird. Wasn't like that before. That's definitely grease. We'll just pretend that's not there. So what you gotta do, obviously take the wheel off. You find your wheel speed sensor. It's gonna be right here in the front. It's gonna be, I believe it's gonna be a 5 Allen screw. And you're gonna toss it in there, crack her open, watch out, because it does get really rusty. At least us in the Northeast, everything's, as you guys can see, this thing's literally, if I get a hammer, this whole thing will fall apart. So I'm gonna grab that, loosen that up, take out from under here. There's this little cover, and I believe there's 8 mils or 7 mils. Pop that off with one plastic clip, comes down, and then you will see a square little box. That's going to have the blue connector in it. Take that out, disconnect, and then reassemble everything. It's quite simple, quite easy. It's not too difficult for anyone that's not too handy. So let's knock this out real quick, and let's hope this solves our issue. It's the first time I've been on camera in a minute. That ain't it, Chief. And that ain't it, Chief. I want to say it's a 5, but I don't know. Okay, I'll crack loose. Okay, there it is. Comes right out. Pull her out. It doesn't look too bad, but there's definitely stuff all over it. I'm gonna definitely have to grab some brake clean it up, whatever's going on over here, because it looks like it's axle grease. That's kind of pissing, but that doesn't make any sense because there's no tears or anything in the axle. There's nothing else that's gonna be spewing like that. So we'll take this apart and then we'll double check everything. Okay. So next thing we got is the lower cover right here, and then there's gonna be another clip on the little lower control arm over here. Exactly. Okay. Well, that can even staying in there forever, looks like. So even like most of the screws, they're gonna be stuck in there. They're not leaving. There's the one clip, so you're gonna need one of these guys. I usually like the metal one, not the blue one. Like the blue plastic ones, just because they're a little too brittle. So that's just gonna pop right up. Easy peasy. Right there, so I don't lose it. Just fold this over, give me some room. There's gonna be another clip right here. Nice and easy, just push down on it. Then the box is gonna be laying up right against here. It's gonna be a little bit hard of an angle for just to show you. This whole little box basically flops down. Just grab this. There you go. You got your little blue connector. Click this, pull out, easy. Here we go with the new one. So, pop the little dust cover off. Everything we just did, do in reverse. Just make sure you're putting this in the right way. Make sure everything's clean. Wait till you hit the click. You do want to make sure you kind of put this in the same way it came out. Let's see what's going on. Make sure that cover is nice and secure. Now we just reassemble. Put it back in the hole. Screw it back in. Bob's your uncle. Good tip also is this little wheel speed sensor hole. Sometimes getting a little compressed air. Toss a little compressed air in there, or like whatever you can fit in there to kind of shake off any rust or any dirt that built up down there is also a really good thing, because that can throw off the wheel speed, and the computer will freak out from that as well. Run her around easy, because I did remove the tone ring on this side. I'm pretty damn sure it's going to be real clean down there. I don't know where this grease is coming from. Let me get my light so we can figure out what's going on down there. So it's coming out, it's not even coming out of the boot. It looks like it's coming out of like right here, where I'm no expert, but pretty sure that's all metal. That doesn't make any sense. So I'm just gonna grab a rag, some brake clean it off, make sure it's nice and clean. I really can't tell where the hell this is coming from. It makes no sense. It's gotta be the axle, but the boot's not torn or anything. Oh yeah. So that seems clean enough. I'll go ahead, throw the sensor back in. It's really hard to put the sensor in the wrong way, because it really only goes in one way. Just try to get it in there, line up the hole for the bolt. Like that, and you're good. You don't want to go too crazy tight on that, just because it is a fragile bolt. So I'm going to put this little plastic clip back in, and we'll throw the wheel back on, go for a little test drive. Easy. Okay, so usually whenever I start this thing, 4x4 light stays on. The brake light and ABS light also come on, but only if I'm doing under about 40-ish miles an hour. For about, I don't know, maybe half mile, and then they'll turn on. Otherwise, if I'm above 40, like hitting the highway right away, it'll never turn on. So let's hope the 4x4 light's not on. At least it'll show us maybe in the right direction. And definitely still on. So my guess is the brake light's still going to come on, and everything else is still going to come on. So I'm going to try to get the scanner, see if I can maybe clear the code. And see maybe something else changed, a different code popped up, or whatever the case is. It's some bullshit, man. I've been fighting this for so long. So let's go into, I guess, ABS. Let's select the vehicle. And here's the codes. Clutch is open, rear wheel drive, and wheel speed sensor generic, plausible rotation. Let's clear these codes, so let's see if that even clears. Oh, no ABS present. I've honestly never done that before. Maybe go into other modules, delete some other stuff, and hope for the best. So we got transfer case codes. And this is the DIR code, IMP wire code, and the resistance actuator code. These have always been on. Honestly, not sure why. I've looked them up, and literally all that comes up is everyone says swap your servo motor. But swapped the servo motor, swapped all that stuff. Swapped it with the shitty one first, like an Amazon special. And then swapped it with a OEM, which costed like quadruple the price of like the cheap one. And still has those codes. So not sure what's going on there. The other codes aren't here, looks like. I did clear the codes on this end for that, but looks like 4x4 is still on. But we'll go for a quick test drive, come back, see what's going on. It's cold out here in Jersey. We just had what is it, polar storm or whatever the case is. As you see, this 4x4. So me driving at slower speeds, it's going to cause it to pop up, usually. So we're gonna see if it pops up for us. I'm gonna try to erase this code. Hopefully it does go away. All right, so it looks like we're in the right direction so far. We probably did already 2 miles, 3 miles. We're in the right direction. 4x4 still on. Last thing is actually going to probably like a complete stop. Because sometimes when I go to a complete stop after driving for a little while, it'll pop up. So let's take this turn right here. Let's see if we can get to a real slow, maybe complete stop. But looks like that code's not coming back up. And I got a little new noise in the back. I don't know what that is. It's like a down we're at like a red light. Press the brake pretty hard. It would have popped up by now. Sweet! Fucking right direction. Yeah, I've been fighting this thing for months. But we're still rear wheel drive, so there's still an issue to fix. When I did swap the transfer case oil, it didn't look bad, like at all. Which is like what like made me think like, oh, okay, and it didn't smell weird at all. So it made me think like, okay, there's no way the transfer case is, you know, took a shit or anything. So that's what kind of gives me a little hope that it's actually okay, it's fine. The transfer case, I'm not gonna have to change that out because that is a super common issue, especially on these first model X3s, the 2.5s. So looks like we're good there. And I'm so pumped. I think that's gonna wrap it up. We didn't fix the entirety of the issue with the car, but we did go in the right direction. Some of the lights are off, so that's a good thing. That is how you, at least we made a video for it, showing you guys how to swap a wheel speed sensor. That's a great thing. So definitely stay tuned for the next videos. We're gonna be posting a lot more often. Finally, so we're pretty much done with the garage. You'll be seeing some more videos on that real soon. Yeah, so one step closer. Next video actually might be trying to figure out what this issue is now. So super pumped, excited for 2025. It's gonna be a good year, boys. Make your dreams possible, boys. Peace.